What's going on, everybody? My name is Max. You can call me Littlefoot. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I have never done a video review or YouTube videos or anything like that. I watched thousands of them. Um, they all seem to have a very similar concept. Um, what I'm going for may be a little bit different, as what I'm trying to do is not just review the video, the song specifically, I guess, not really the video, the song. um, and the lyrics per se, but I would want to. I'm trying to break down the emotions. I'm going for how it hits your emotions personally. I want to know. I want you to share that with me. That is something that, for me, when I listen to a song, it's no longer about, wow, this song is amazing. That's good. I could listen to this again. It's how it resonates. It's what is it about those words that played some sort of pivotal role in making me think, yeah, that has happened to me. Or that reminds me of me somehow, and it encourages me it motivates me to do something or be stronger or push forward in life. Um, and so I have plenty of songs that I'm going to be starting out with, and I'm going to keep pushing forward with dozens and dozens more if you guys keep preferring them, of course, too, because I'm open for suggestions as well. The first one I'm going to start out with is called Damocles, and I'm sure everybody out there has heard of it. It's by Sleep Token. Um, so if nobody knows the reference to Damocles, um, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that, because that's probably the biggest kind of like Easter egg to everybody. It symbolizes the precariousness of power and the ever-present threat that can accompany a position of authority. And it refers to the legend. The story originates from Cicero's Tusculan Disputations, where it's basically the idea of anxiety. Um, and I think everybody can validate that. We all have anxiety in some form or another. I know I do. So, yeah, without further ado, Damocles.
Oh, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river.
So I have to pause this really quick because I'm going to bring it back here.
Falling into the sea.
Uh,
No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black. And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't can't see the bottom.
I don't know if you can hear that. His C's, his hard C's, Vessel's hard C's, has a lisp. Damocles. I'm gonna have to take it all the way back to the beginning.
Oh, I've been waking up under blades, blue blossom days. If only Damocles would hit me back. No alabaster carvings or faces on a farthing would prevent my head from fading to black.
As odd as that sounds, that is something that very much resonates with me. As somebody who, he's a musician, okay? He's a very talented musician, clearly. He's excelling in his career, but he is overcoming what sounds like a very difficult obstacle. And I myself have multiple setbacks. Okay, my nickname, Littlefoot, is no joke. I have a prosthetic. I lost it to cancer when I was a child. I have seizures, and so if he genuinely has a lisp, and I'm not saying he does, but it definitely sounds like he does. There is a when he says words like Damocles. If you say the word Damocles in a normal state, doesn't sound like Damocles. You listen to it in the song, it says Damocles. It's kind of got like a almost like a last bit of a additional sound to it, almost like he's adding a S to it, but like a extended, like you've got a lisp, an unintentional lisp. Um, and it's very impressive that this man is able to work through that. And if that is the case, good on him. That is something that resonates with me heavily because he is able to work through this setback and make very impressive music. That would also explain some things if he chooses to wear the mask. That could be a self-conscious thing. Uh, Speculation, I don't know. Anyway, get on with it. Here we go.
And it feels like falling into the sea from outer space in seconds to me. And I play discordant days on repeat until they look like harmony. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone? And who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Well, I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me.
So that part, the sound of a tape deck flipping over and continuing. Well, I know I should be touring. I know these chords are boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I feel the discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. The idea of being in a depressed state is unreal, anxiety driven, day after day after day. It's it's a real thing. While I don't know that's what he's trying to portray, I get it. I understand it. And this is definitely a song that hit with me. Um, I live I live with anxiety. I live with stress. My music has has helped me overcome these things, but it doesn't make it better. And don't ever say you're better than it, or that it's you're never gonna defeat it. You're always gonna have it. You're human. But music helps for me. And this song definitely allowed me to accept the fact that while it's something that is a continual battle, I'm not alone, and that's okay. And there are always ways to overcome those things. I have my kids, I have my girlfriend, I have plenty of things to look forward to every day of my life, even if I am anxious. So I really have a lot. Um, so I fully can respect and validate the idea of this song and how every single day living with anxiety and stress and depression is a thing and it can weigh on heavily. So we're going to bring it back.
Boring, but I can't always be killing the game. No golden grand pianos or voices from the shadows will do anything but feel the same. And it feels like falling into the deep from somewhere way up over the peaks. And I play discordant days on repeat until the tape runs out on me. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the diamond days are all gone and who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten. Nobody told me I'd be begging for relief when what is silent to you feels like it's screaming to me. Well, nobody told me I'd get tired of myself when it all looks like heaven, but it feels like hell. When the river runs dry and the curtain is cold, how will I know if I can't see the bottom? Come up for air and choke on it all. No one else knows that I've got a problem. What if I can't get up and stand tall? What if the dawn and days are all gone and who will I be when the empire falls? Wake up alone and I'll be forgotten.
Sorry, the song makes me cry every time because I get it. Um, I fully understand it. I do. I know what it's like. There was a time where there there was a time for me where I questioned if I was going to be forgotten. And it wasn't that long ago. I was struggling severely. I was very suicidal. And that was kind of when I found music. I'd always had music in my life, very, very much so. But I threw myself at my kids, and music became my saving grace. If ever I got into a panic state, I started having severe panic attacks. I started thinking I was going to be forgotten, and I don't know why. And music was there. So I get it. I do. The idea of what if all the diamond days are gone? What if all the love is gone? What if nobody remembers you? And suddenly you just fade away. And you're just not even a memory. And there was a very dark time for me where that was happening. And so, yes, unfortunately, I do understand this song very much. It resonates too much with me. But I very much appreciate the fact that it's not it's not the end, that there are that that there is more to it than that. The anxiety, the depression, that all of those things, they don't they can't win. That you're not forgotten. That you cannot let those things convince you of that. Um, it's a it's a tough battle to overcome. Um, and I will do the review of the song that specifically carried me. Um, one particular song I really stuck with when I was in that state. I struggled very heavily, and I did do one song. I stuck with it so hard because it it reminded me that I had to stay invincible. And that, in fact, was the name of the song. Anytime I had a panic attack, that was what I that is what I played, and it pulled me right back out of it. And as I said, I will do this is how I am. I will do raw emotion. Something about songs, certain songs, maybe even maybe even the songs that you will submit to me to review will bring me to a level of emotion that I just won't be able to explain. But they all resonate with me, and I want to share that. So please submit. Send me a video to watch, a song, whatever. Anyway, let's get on with this. also have to say his emotions, the way he is portraying this, it's so beautiful too. Okay. Um, he's very much conveying this in a way that is like pleading. Um, it's like he is, it's like he's just asking for somebody to pay attention to him. It's a beautiful song. It's very well constructed. Um, it's like he's asking, don't forget about me. Um, and I can't, I can't empathize enough how much I understand that. So, onward. So that was Damocles. Again, that was my sleep token, and the way that they wrote that, it was a beautiful bridge chorus. I love the piano. The piano is probably one of my favorite parts of that song, but the way it was composed, it very much sounded like, um, as I said, the anxieties of life and depression are heavy on, uh, I'm not sure if it's specifically the vessel or the other, or all of them, but I completely get it. Um, it's a valid, it's a valid thing. Anxiety, depression, if you don't understand that, if you can't empathize with somebody for those things, you, you don't you don't have emotions yourself. You're a heartless person, to be completely honest. Um, this song means a lot to me in that I have fully been through this, the idea of being forgotten. And so I'd love to get your feedback. How do you feel about it? Have you ever been in that state? Have you ever been down that road of feeling forgotten, lost, anxious? Um, I feel like all of us are always anxious. Um, and as I said, I'm going to be doing more of this. Uh, I'm going to be doing raw emotions. I'm not the person who's going to be, like I said, I'm not professionally trained. I don't play music. I don't claim to play music. What I do claim to know in my own sense is my emotions and how these songs affect me and how they resonate with me. And when I listen to this song reminds me of the fact that I understand. I know what it's like to feel forgotten. And I can validate that and empathize with that. And it is a beautiful song. And for what it's worth, I hope those of you out there who ever feel forgotten or lost or depressed or ever in that state of feeling suicidal like I was, don't, because you're worth it.